What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. I'm joined today by Ray. How have you been, Ray?
Ray, I'm not Ray, man.
I was watching. I was watching. Do you know the reason why I called you Ray? Because
I
I
know
was
why you
watching
call me
Ray.
Ray,
I was watching Ray the whole day. Watching Ray doing that video. Because Ah,
man. We're
I
gonna
can't
stay away
believe I
from the
just.
madness. We're gonna
Yeah,
stay
we
away.
were. We were. We were. And anyway, Carl, how you doing?
Better than Ray, man. No, I'm just just kidding. Now we're good. I'm good. I'm good. I was
I,
on
I,
Team the
I,
Goat.
I seriously can't believe it. It's because I think I was watching that because I was watching it for so long. I just got this in.
Oh
Oh,
my
just
goodness.
what a start! What a start! Okay, so welcome to everybody. Welcome to everybody. We've got Carl today from Pitch Points, and I'm Patrick as always. We're going to do something different today. We've been talking about it. Instead of just doing the Man City previews, we've decided to also do the previews for the whole Premier League games.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna even do the previews for the Champions League, and that's gonna be
No,
on your
that's coming.
channel.
That's coming down the line. Not now.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's
next.
that's that's gonna be on your channel, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
stream that from your channel.
Yeah.
Okay, Grant. So, Kyle, do you want us to start with Man City, or you want us to start from the first game? Because there's a
Well,
first
let's
game.
welcome all the people who are coming on. Right. We see Carl Blundell. Carl Blundell, how you doing, buddy? He's an Everton fan.
Oh,
Think
how you doing? How you doing, Kyle? How you doing?
Yeah, we have
We
Abdallah Alamani. What's up, guys? You want to share the comments real quick, Patrick? You
Yeah.
want to share?
Let me share the comments. You
Mhm.
can take in charge of reading the comments today.
Yeah. Abdallah said we can't afford to drop points. We'll talk about that in a minute. Fali Zin says, yo back, bro.
Yeah.
How are you? Good.
How you doing?
Uh,
How you doing, man?
and congratulations, Carl Blundell, on your new manager, Everton. We'll talk about your game against Newcastle coming up.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You know, just speaking back on Carl, I'm happy for Everton in a way. And Frank Lampard more happy because he seems to be happy.
Yeah.
The guy
To
seems
be
to be
honest
happy.
with you, it's like a lot of Chelsea fans say that they're not that like good luck to them, like being salty. For me, look, Lampard was never that bad. It's just that he went to something too early. This is what I think. I think after Derby, which he was doing okay, didn't really put trees. I think he had to slow pace it. I think another year in the Champions League, championship could have not been harmful for him. Do you agree with that? He should have stayed there for a while.
There's a different perspective I have, which is I think that Everton, the environment and the fan culture at Everton, I think is perfect for Frank Lampard
And they
because
want him. The code for his
they
name.
want him. He's an England legend. He's a dynamic young character. He knows how to get the fans up. The pressure isn't as much as it is at Chelsea. And right now, where they're starting from the league, I think 16th or 17th place, the only way is up, right? I don't see Everton
Hmm.
going back down because of the players that they have. So it's all scripted for him, which is why he's probably very happy, which is why you saw the performance on Saturday. So I think they've got the right man at the right time in the right club, and I think he will do well with Everton, in my opinion. But yeah, so Carl, good luck and congratulations on getting Everton, man.
Yeah, congrats, Carl. Let's even hear from Carl. Just tell us in the comments. Are you happy that Lampard is with you guys? As you see here, Lampard can transform Everton into with attacking
Exactly,
variety. So look, yeah. So it
exactly.
looks like a lot of people say, look, he looks happy. As you say, look at that. He's a happy man. He's a happy man. So okay. So do you want us to just start with the Newcastle and Everton and
Let's start.
go
Let's start,
downward?
let's start with that. Let's start with that
Okay,
since we're.
so cool. So look, I'm just gonna read one more comment here. I'm good, lads. Tired, really busy at the moment. How are you guys? We are fine, man. Thanks for asking, Carl. Not a lot of people ask how we're doing when they come on the stream, but everyone who's watching on Twitter, all the guys watching Twitter, please go to Pitch Points. That's Carl's channel. Go and subscribe to his channel. One thing I want you guys to go to do is watch Carl's videos. I sit every day in my office watching his videos. Then I'm like, oh my god, I didn't really know that I have somebody who's well knowledge in most things like this. I know he is, but I love his videos. I love his classic
Well,
videos.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And likewise with Patrick, I found someone who we can actually talk about not just City alone, but football in general. And as the season gets wrapped up, starting with Champions League, we're going to do more shows about games, tactics, knowledge, all that kind of stuff. So Patrick's somebody that
Yeah,
I enjoy working with. So great. Let's Everton,
let's
Newcastle,
go on.
Everton.
Okay, so let's start off with Everton and Newcastle.
Hmm. I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to this
Are you?
game.
What,
Oh
what,
yes,
why are
yes,
you
yes.
excited for this game?
I'm excited about this game because I think it's going to be a firecracker. I think it's going to be a firecracker game. I think it's going to be typical fast, furious game between these two sides who are kind of close to each other in the table, right? Even though
Yeah,
that,
they are. They are, and they are both, and they're both very attacking teams right now, and they're very young-minded coaches, English coaches who are also into attacking football.
yeah, both attacking football coaches, good squads now that they have reinforcements. Both Everton and Newcastle, the quality that they've added at Everton. You have Dele Ali. You have who else came again? Somebody else came again for Everton. Dele Ali and one other person came in. Carl Blundell knows who it is, so he can tell us who
Oh,
else came.
don't forget, don't forget they have Van de Beek from Man United.
See, they have Van de Beek and Dele Ali, plus Richarlison, plus all those other players that they have. They have Gomez, Alan. I know that one of the centre backs is injured, but it should make for a fascinating game, especially because it's away at Newcastle.
Yeah,
Newcastle have to come out to play. They
they
also
have
have,
to, and they
yeah,
have to pick up points.
yeah, they have Sir Maximan as
So
well. They have
would you like to see? So this is the recent meetings between Newcastle and Everton.
so Newcastle have
So
won both of them. Interesting.
yep. So Newcastle won the one in
Yeah, this is going to be this is
2021. Then they also won the one in 2020, but they drew. So it's gonna be a very tight game. You're right about that.
yeah,
It's a very
yeah. This
tight
is why
game.
I didn't even see the data before I said it's going
Wow,
to be a
wow.
firecracker.
It looks like advantage Newcastle most of the times.
Yeah. And I didn't even see this data. I just knew it was going to be a firecracker because of the way they play and what we watch with our eyes.
Yeah,
Um,
you can
oof,
tell from that game. Like Saint Maximan, the Saint Maximan is a man to watch for in this game.
he's a good player, isn't he?
I
He's a
love
really
him.
good player.
I love him. I love players who are able to be free like that.
The
So
other
Carl
player
says,
that they got is this guy, this Guimaraes guy, this Brazilian guy, new guy, right?
"Oh, Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno Guimaraes, right, or whatever his name is. I mean, he's
Do you,
another baller.
do you know that they said it on what's his name, Joe's, and what's his name on ESPN? Joe's, and they have a podcast. Joe's and that other guy. They
Oh,
said
Jules and Gab and Jules podcast.
Gava Jones, yeah, they
Gab
say they're very
Marcos.
surprised that nobody in the top six went for him. He's a very good player. Very surprised why nobody did, which is true. He's very good. I saw his game, the Brazil game. He played very well. Newcastle have a player on their hands, to be
They do have a
honest.
play on their hands, man. They do have a play on their hands.
That's what we're missing, though, isn't it? That's what we're missing in that midfield. Somebody who's an
Yeah, they
enforcer.
were missing someone who could share the load with the Sir Maximan, right? Because everything goes
Mm,
through Sir Maximan. That's why he's running
mm,
himself to the ground, getting injured. Everything goes through him.
mm.
Now that they have Gimaresh, maybe they changed a different system. Maybe they play a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. I know what the coach likes to play at Newcastle. He
Mm.
likes to play a 4-4-2, but not a defensive 4-4-2, but more of an attacking 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Which Eddie Howe exactly, which for me is also a really
It's very
interesting.
sad that your the striker keeps getting injured. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Oh,
Ah, how can I forget his
yeah,
King?
I
Is
know
it King? Is it Josh
not
King?
King.
No,
The other,
no.
not King.
King is at Watford.
Yeah, the
This
other guy. It's I know who you're talking about.
guys in the comments. Who's that guy again? I
Picture
know
him.
he's a United fan. He's a United fan, and United
It's
wanted
not
him on
King. It's
loan at a point in time.
Josh. No, Joe. What's his
Oh,
name?
Callum
Callum Wilson.
Wilson. Oh my God, his name went completely gone. Yeah. So look, guys, Newcastle are going to welcome Everton to the ground. So what do you think yourself, Carl? Who do you think is going to win this game?
Oh man, I know
Prediction.
this is hard to call. What I will say, I think Everton might nick it because of the quality
Yeah.
they have. But if Newcastle are up for a fight, this can end up being a draw.
Yeah, Abdullah says that, in my opinion, Eddie Howe is a more experienced manager than Lampard. So, look, guys in the comments, please comment. Everybody in the comments, comment, get involved with us. Tell us who do you think is going to win between Everton and Newcastle. Okay, so Colin Wilson, thank you very much for that, Abdullah. And no, Dominic Calvin Lewis for Everton. We were looking for the Newcastle striker. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, guys, in the comments for helping us out. And there's a comment here. Abdullah says it's going to be Newcastle. I also think it's going to be Newcastle for me. I think Newcastle is going to win this one 2-1.
Quick
Everton's
question for you,
defense has.
Patrick. If
Yeah, go
Newcastle
ahead.
wins this one 2-1, What does that to do to the table? Can you show the table real quick? I'm
Yeah,
curious
give me a minute. Let me get you the table.
because that table, they're both gonna go for it, man. I think they're all gonna. Okay, scroll down to the bottom. Okay, so
Yeah,
so there we are. Newcastle's on have played one game less
yeah.
than Everton.
No,
One
no.
game more.
Newcastle
One
has
game
played one game more than Everton.
more.
Everton has played one game less. Yeah,
So Newcastle need to win essentially.
Newcastle need to win. So what's going to happen here? Let's say Newcastle is
15
going to
points.
go. Yeah,
15
15
points. That's
points.
tough. 15 to 9, 4 points.
So there'll be 18 on 18
Yeah,
if they
1 point
win.
behind
Then
with a game
18.
more.
There'll be 1 point behind. Oh my God, Norwich have gone out of the bottom.
Yeah, in Norwich are up. But then look at the games that Burnley have played. So they've played two more games than Everton.
There's definitely no hope for Burnley where it's going. No offense to Turf Moor because I love is my friend, one of my friends,
Burnley
but
are in a hard place, man. I mean, but they have games in hand, though. You know, they have games in
yeah.
hand.
So Newcastle win this, they come out of the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
So they need this game. They
They need this
desperately
game,
need this game. Okay,
which
cool.
makes it
So
fireworks.
so
Yeah.
you say, do you say Newcastle win
I say
yourself?
draw. I say
Oh,
draw or
okay, bro.
slight Everton win.
Oh, okay, Grant. Okay, so we
I think it's gonna be
move on. We move on to our next game. By the way, guys, the Newcastle and Everton game is going to be on BT Sports. Okay, so you can be able to watch it on BT Sports according to the Premier League website. Let's go over to West Ham and Watford. Watford, who just sacked Ranieri, who sacked another manager.
yeah.
Apparently, Watford have had about over 10 managers within seasons, within just a short while.
Pretty
So they're now
incredible.
playing West Ham. West
Hmm.
Ham were almost embarrassed in the FA Cup, but Declan Rice scored a very wonderful, amazing goal. I don't know if you saw that, Carl.
I watched the game against Kidderminster.
Yeah,
Last
the,
minute
the,
goal by Jared Bowen, which was fortunate for them because Kidderminster were almost there. And it was the last minute again that they gave up a goal. Against Watford under Roy Hodgson, new manager, defensively strong. Um, if West Ham are serious about European football next season, they need to win this game. They need to win this game.
is that what you think?
Yeah, yeah. I think they'll win this game. It'll be a
Do
tough
you
game,
do you
though.
think do you think do you think they do you think they're good enough to be in Europe? I don't think so. I think they need
I
to
think they're
bulk
good
up a
enough to
bit.
be in
They
the
need to.
Europa League or Conference League. I think for West Ham, I think that's where they're good enough for the Europa League for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but you know, but not good enough for the Champions League as people
Oh
were
no, no,
spearheading
no,
them, isn't
no,
it?
no, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
okay. So look, Carl, if we look at the recent meetings, right, between Watford and West Ham, this
Yeah,
is how it is.
West Ham. Yeah, except for that game in 2018, West Ham have basically
Yeah. So
swept the
it looks
series
like
against them.
West Ham have been slapping Watford left, right, and center.
Yeah,
So basically, they haven't Watford have been losing most of the games.
yeah.
Do you want us to go back to the table to see how important this is for West Ham? Because they're also on 15
Of
points,
course,
by the way,
let's take a look at it. Let's take a
for
look at
Watford.
it.
For Watford. Now let's take a look at
Yeah.
the table.
Hmm.
How do you feel though about West Ham? Do you think they're just few players away from becoming a top six team?
Oh, they're already a top 16.
So
Oh, they
let's talk
are.
about top four. Ambition of top four then.
I think it's. I mean, the problem with the top four is that there's a league in a league in a league. Premier League is a league in a league in a league. You have the top four
Yeah.
or five. You have the middle
Uh-huh.
pack struggling for Europa, and then you have the bottom
Yeah.
pack. It's really three leagues in one.
Yeah. So there's
And that
West Ham
always
at number 5.
they are. I think that's where they belong, or 5 or 6. But
Yeah.
then
So
the question now
they
becomes,
have played 23 games and United have played 22
yeah.
games. United have 38 points. West Ham have 37 points. So they will leap into top 4 again.
See, the problem here is that if West Ham not careful, they can actually drop to all the way to 8th. Because look at Wolves. Wolves are on 34 points, have played a game less. If Wolves win their game, they're on 37 points, right? Which is equal to West Ham, except for the goal
Mhm.
difference. So if they don't start winning and picking up points, they will also drop down because Spurs are going to pick up points. Arsenal will pick up points. They could drop to 8th or 9th. And then
Yeah.
you have Brighton
I'm
right
doing.
behind you.
Is it Abdullah? Is it Abdullah? How do you say it? Is it Abdullah? Sorry for
Abdallah.
butchering your name, man. Yeah, Abdallah
Abdallah.
say has Abdallah says it's a West Ham win.
Yeah,
What about
West Ham
yourself,
should
Ka? What do
win.
you think?
West Ham should win, but we're looking at West Ham overall and what their ambitions should be this season, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, West
we
Ham should
say
win.
that the ambition obviously should be to like they should finish that they should
Top
take that
six.
fifth spot, isn't it?
Top six.
If
Top
if
six.
pe- if people if people don't work out, they can find themselves in the Champions League spot if
Yeah.
things don't work out for other teams. Because let's not forget, Arsenal were looking good, but now they've sent most of the players out on loan, which is surprising to me without replacing them.
Yeah, where Arsenal are basically taking a hit for next year. They're going to
Yeah,
go on a
let
massive
me let me let
spend.
me also see how they're doing. So these are also the games that I've played recently, just to see. So basically, Watford drew against Burnley. They lost to Norwich. They drew
Yeah,
against Newcastle. Lost to Spurs. Lost to West Ham.
yeah,
Uh, they, you know yourself what that means. West Ham won against Watford. Crystal Palace, I think they won away and they won against Norwich. They lost against Leeds. They lost against United. So it looks like West Ham is taking points against teams that are either the same level as them or teams that they expect to be taking points from.
correct, correct. Which is why they are
Yeah.
where they are. And I think that's where they'll probably remain, that top six. Again, it all depends on if they can win and build that pressure. Then Arsenal and Tottenham have to respond, right? So this game tomorrow is also massive for them. They win this game, it puts pressure on Arsenal and Tottenham to respond to catch them up in the table as well, because nothing is guaranteed in that fifth, sixth position.
Yeah, great. Luca, how you doing, Luca, man? Thank you for coming on, Luca. Luca is an Arsenal fan, Carl.
Yeah.
I've been on his channel and very good lad, very good lad. Always helping others, always promoting others. Uh, So just call me Ebs or Abs. Okay, I'll call you Abs. I think that I've got it right now. That's Abs if it's easier. What if I call you AB? What about AB?
I
Just
just call him
AB.
Abdallah, and that's his name.
Abdallah. Okay, Abdallah. I think I got your name now. Thank you, man, Abdallah. You're very active in the comments, man, with a few other people here. Abdallah said Newcastle win. Okay, so we move on to the next game. The next game is Burnley versus Man United, Carl.
Yeah. This is a massive game. This is a massive. All these games tomorrow are absolutely massive. You know,
Look, let's be honest. On a serious note, every game is important right now. It seems you're right. Every game is very important.
yeah, because Burnley need the points. United need the
It,
points,
yeah, Burnley desperate and need the point to catch up with the other two on front of them.
right? And United need not just the points; they need the performance, right?
Mm,
Because if you beat Burnley 1-0 and the performance is shite, then the fans will keep yapping up away on but if you perform really well against them, you get the 3 points. It kind of chills out the whole rant about listen to Middlesbrough and all that kind of stuff and all the back noise around that.
did you watch the Middlesbrough game? I didn't watch it. I was a bit busy.
I watched it. I was lucky to be able to watch the game, and
Mm,
United just couldn't convert the chances that they had. The too many missed chances. On a different day, there would have been 3 or 4 goals up. To be fair, they
mm.
just Ronaldo missed a penalty. Bruno
Oh,
missed an open goal. Penalty hit the post so many
so
times.
it was just one of those days.
Just profligate, basically.
Oh.
And unfortunately, they took it to penalties and they lost.
So there is the games Burnley played. Draw against West Ham,
Yeah,
lost against
Burnley,
United,
Burnley are
and
terrible
then
shape.
they lost against Leeds. They drew against Arsenal. Shock. They drew against Watford. Then United they beat Burnley, of course, and they but don't forget this time United. I think United beat Burnley. They beat Burnley away. Yeah, they did Burnley away. So that's the harder part. So it was Burnley away. They make it very difficult for everybody. Wolves beat them. Aston Villa drew against them. Surprise there. Is that the Aston Villa for Dean Smith? I think that's the Aston Villa for Gerrard, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's uh,
Um,
that's Dean Smith.
Gerrard's
That's Dean
that's Dean
Smith.
Smith. Okay, Grant. Then they whoa, United beat Brentford. Brentford made it very hard for us, and I've noticed them play other teams and just open up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think it was more to do with when we played them. It was like December period, and so it's a little bit more.
And we were out of energy. I think Pep said
Yeah,
that too.
so it happens that way. Football's not maths, right? And so,
Okay,
but
United
look,
beat
look,
West
look at
Ham
the
one
Burnley
0
games. Look at the Burnley
Mhm.
games. So Arsenal draw. Scroll down. Scroll back down. Yeah, Arsenal draw. West Ham draw. So looks like against the bigger clubs, they seem to be able to hold their own and at least get a point.
Mm.
That's why tomorrow's game, if United need that win, man. If they don't get that win, that there are problems because right
Yeah,
behind
so
them,
so so it seems like Burnley, when they play, you say tougher opponents, they seem to hold their own. But when they
they
don't
seem to
play
try to
tougher,
at least get a point or step it up a bit more. I'm curious to see if that's the last 5 games. Okay, yeah, we'll see. But United should win. They're home, right? No, they're away.
yeah, they are away. United are away. So okay,
Are they
let's.
away
So
or
what
they're
what's
home?
the
United are going away or home?
no? It's at home. United has to be. No, United is away. United is away.
Away.
They're going to
Oh,
turf
yeah.
more. Yeah,
That changes things, man, a little bit.
yeah, yeah. Burnley is very difficult at turf more.
I remember that. I remember 2018, 2019 when we went there and we needed to
Are,
win.
are you talking? Are you talking about the where Aguero kicked the
Yeah,
ball with all his might, and that's the only reason why, because it sort of pushed the Burnley player inside.
yeah, yeah. I remember that. That goal was important, man. I remember watching that game and thinking about how on the media they all wanted Burnley to get the result. All fans of Liverpool were now Burnley fans. I remember every game that we played was basically all the Liverpool fans were all Leicester fans, or they were all uh, Brighton fans. It was incredible. This one will
Yeah,
be incredible.
it was a very hard game though. The last time I remember, it was a very difficult game. We're lucky. That's why we need somebody like Aguero always, because he saved us in that game. So
He
what's your
did.
prediction for this, Carl? What's your prediction between Burnley?
I mean,
Guys in
United
the
to win
comments
this
also
game.
tell us what your prediction is for this
Yeah,
game. Guys
United.
watching on Twitter, tell us what your prediction is for the game. United versus Burnley, and United are going to turf more.
Yeah, United should win this game, maybe 2-1 or maybe 2-1. But it's at Burnley. I'm going to go United 2-1 because now they put pressure on Chelsea in third place.
Hmm.
Um, because don't forget Chelsea are not playing, till they get back from UAE. And if United win their games and Tottenham win their games, all of a sudden Chelsea are now, fourth or fifth or something like that. So
Oh yeah, are they going to play the Little World Cup trophy thing?
yeah, right there. Yeah. I won't get into that. But um,
So draw or United win, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true. Uh,
look at the table. Let's look at the table real quick. I'm curious to see where United are in terms of the top four.
they are number 4.
Yeah, but what's the point difference? How many games in hand do they have? So,
There it is. Yeah.
okay, 38 points.
Hmm.
Okay, and they played 2 games less than Chelsea.
Yeah,
So
they
if they
did.
win
Yeah,
their
they've
next two
played
games,
two.
they'll be on 44 points. That's the maximum they can be
Yeah,
on.
the thing is, the gap is big. The gap is big.
And the goal
The gap
difference
is a
too.
bit big. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Only
they
Spurs are
have
the
to
only
go on the
ones.
run, and Chelsea have to fall.
Yeah, Spurs are the only ones who can, and Arsenal actually, because Arsenal had 21 games, 3 games,
Yeah,
that's
so
9
if
points.
Spurs win 4 games, that's four games, and that's about 12 points.
Yeah, 4 games in hand. So
Yeah,
Spurs can afford to lose their game at the Etihad and still overtake Chelsea.
yeah. But would you give that in the hope of Spurs? Because the
Yeah,
the
Spurs.
co- the comedy comedy defending I saw Spurs in the Caliber Cup against Chelsea. I know that was embarrassing. That's not a big team.
Yeah,
That's not a serious team. Okay,
yeah.
so you say 2-1. For me, I think Burnley are gonna get a draw in this game.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I have this is the feeling that if it was
All
at
hell.
Trafford maybe, but at Turf Moor, it's difficult to go. It's difficult
Yeah,
for everybody. I think they're
yeah,
just gonna lock up, and they desperately need points. And
yeah,
Burnley always find a way to stay in the Premier League when all
yeah,
the chips are down.
yeah.
So for me, I see a draw. I think they're
Whew.
gonna frustrate United again. That's all I think. They're gonna be frustrated because
I,
let's
I,
not forget. They played a team that was very open in Middlesbrough and failed. Obviously they were unlucky with the chances, but Burnley is going to lock up and try to get them on the counter. And I don't know who in United can unlock a defense. Do you know anybody in the United team who can unlock a defense?
I mean,
Do they
so
have a De Bruyne? Do they have a De Bruyne? Do they have a Gundogan?
Pogba can shoot from outside the box.
Yeah, you know when these Burnleys start giving their body and their life in front of goal, they will jump, they will
I
block
mean,
everything.
Bruno is not bad. I mean, he's not bad. He's not a bad player. He can also do it.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see anyway. Like to be honest with you, the stats history tell us, as you always say, you love stats. They beat them all the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
I tell you who Burnley
uh,
have. That is it Cornet, Maxwell Cornet?
yeah, and they also have that new fella, the 2 6 foot fella they bought.
Yeah, yeah. Weghorst
Apparently, he's
also.
not bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently he's not bad. Okay, so we're going to move over to the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
Brentford. We've only played one game
Yeah,
against each other. So Brentford versus Man City.
yeah.
So this is how things have been going for Brentford. They beat Aston Villa. They lost to Southampton 4-1. They lost to Liverpool 3-0. They lost to United 3-1. They lost to Wolves 2-1.
Mm,
We beat Leicester City 6-3. We've beaten Brentford 1-0.
mm,
They made it very difficult for us. Wait,
mm,
during that game, yes, we were away to Brentford. I think so. Were we?
mm.
Let me see. Yes, we were away to Brentford, which is a very difficult place. Also, we beat Arsenal, then we beat Chelsea, then we drew against Southampton. So we have to win this game.
I agree. I think we will.
So
I
what do
think
you
the
think about this? What do you think of De Bruyne, Gundogan, Silva? Do you think all three should play? And I think Jack should be benched. That's for me.
I don't know.
That's just me. I think they should
Yeah,
bring
I mean,
Foden back.
the
Foden back, play a first nine.
see for me because Brentford play a back three and they
Mm,
play with wing backs. I
yeah.
think you have to go with me and my. I think you have to go with one natural winger as
Hmm.
Foden, and then you have a choice of playing either Sterling on the right, Jesus on the
Mm.
right, or Mares on the
Isn't
right.
Jesus injured?
Okay, okay. Then either Mares or Sterling on the right, but play Foden on the left. That's what I think. And I think he's going to play Mares because Mares is in form. Mares was electric in the last game. Sterling's last game against Southampton was not very good, according to compared to his level. And Foden on the left hand side is just dynamic. He creates. He has the ability to just create something out of nothing. In fact, he scored the goal at Brentford, didn't he? He did.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
did.
was.
Uh, yeah. So for you for Brentford, since we're just gonna, I'm gonna ask you anyway. So who do you think the man is to watch in the Brentford team?
Oh, they have other players. They have Ivan Tony, who's always a nuisance for defenders.
Christensen, Eric Christensen,
Oh, Christian
Christian is
Norgard
it? Yeah, Christian
Ericsson.
Eriksen. Yeah, yeah.
He's not ready. I don't think he's ready to play this kind of game. I think it's too much for him to play, in my
For me,
opinion.
for me, for me, for Brentford, it's this man. I don't know. I just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
There's three
like
players. There's Onyeka, there's Umbuemo, and there's Ivan Tony. Those are the three nuisances that you want to look out for.
Mm.
Everybody else is okay. But if you keep those three quiet, we should be fine. I think at the end of the day, I think we just need to just win this game.
We just need to play our game and finish off our chances.
Yeah, yeah, and we have to be
That's what
explosive
we have
right
to
from.
do.
Yeah,
So what,
no
what
time.
about what about for ourselves for Man City? Who do you think should turn up
Ah,
in this game, or you say if this guy turns up, game over?
so
Are you going to play Riyad Mahrez because he seems to be scoring? He's got
let's
16
start from
goals
the
now.
back. I think the back will be Joao and Walker.
Hmm.
Laporte, Diaz will play.
Okay.
Rodri will play. If he's not injured, if he's okay, he will play. Then we have Bernardo, Gundo, De Bruyne, Foden, and Mares.
Yeah, and don't forget my favorite player.
He'll probably be on the. Did he play today in the academy?
Yeah, yeah, he did. I don't know how he did. I saw the show you were doing with Dubs. You guys just blanked him.
No, no. The question
Almost.
with Daps, the question that Daps had was, do we
Uh,
see Liam Delap being at City in the next 3 years? That was a question.
mm,
Now the
mm.
assumption is, and Violet made this very good comment that if Holland doesn't come, maybe Delap will get game time and will mature to become.
I saw your idea. I don't know why. Like you know the
I,
idea you keep pitching. I could see Dortmund jumping on that idea. I could see
absolutely.
Dortmund begging. I could see Dortmund begging Haaland to say, "Please go to this side. We need to take this
Well,
boy." You know what I mean?
Patrick, I've always said that City need to make Dortmund an offer they cannot refuse, and make the Haaland cap an offer they cannot refuse. If they want, I mean, Haaland has a release clause, 64 million. He's going to go if he wants to go. It's contractually he's going to go, right? Why
Mm,
not say, okay, look, Delap, we know Dortmund is a very great place for young players to develop, and we know that they're going to lose a Haaland in the summer if he comes to City. Why don't you go there and get game time develop there at Dortmund? We'll put a right to first refusal on you, meaning that
mm,
if in 2 or 3 years' time you become the superstar and they want to sell you on, we have the right to buy you first as opposed to any other club.
mm.
Or you put a 20% sell-on clause on him, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
Liam would be happy to play at Dortmund where he can develop first team. Dortmund get a striker who's young. They like that kind of striker who gets into their squad, and then we
Yeah,
get
they
Erling
would, and
Haaland.
they'll play him, and they'll play him.
Yeah. So for me, when the deal is always, can we make a deal that they will not refuse? And the Godfather, right? I'm making me a deal that they can't refuse, right? Make them a deal that they can't refuse. Cash, player, and it's a good trade. And we have that
It is a
relationship.
good
We
trade.
even Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I think it would be a good trade, and that's a deal. Like that's a deal that Dortmund should look for. Like I think if they were smart enough, because that's the type of profile they look for. They look for somebody who is a killer in the box, somebody who's very clinical. They're gonna replace. They're gonna get a big guy, same structure as Haaland,
Yeah,
to replace
same
somebody
structure.
who they're missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, Abs says 2-0 to us, and Gage should sit the bench. I think he should. I don't know. Do you know another thing? I want to talk to you since I got you
Who
here.
replaces Grealish then?
I don't. I think
Abdallah, who do you want to replace Grealish then?
Foden maybe.
Foden played yesterday, last week.
I
Bernardo
think
was one that
Foden.
dropped. Bernardo was one that dropped.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Carl, what I've noticed is I saw the game, the Fulham game. This guy Grish, I think we need to give him time because I have noticed he gets in the box. I think it's confidence. He's getting in the box instead of shooting when he gets the opportunity. He's having another touch than shooting.
Yeah, but if you notice the moment that he actually was aggressive with the ball, he got the penalty.
Yeah, I know, no, I know. And
Remember that dribble that he
if
dribbled?
they didn't drop him, he's scoring that.
Right, exactly.
Mm,
Right. So he's good on the ball one on one. Right.
mm,
We just want him to do more of that in the box. Right.
mm.
Take them on in the box. Don't always cut back to. I know he's playing under instruction. Right. Don't lose the ball. Keep control of the ball. Keep control. But once in a while, take the player on. Just like it.
Yeah,
And
true.
when he did that on Saturday, we got the penalty. Clear penalty. Not even a question.
Yeah, it looks like he can dribble. It looks like he can dribble. He can take on players. So, what's your prediction for this, Carl? Brentford versus Man City. They're coming to the Etihad, guys. Brentford is coming to the Etihad. We played them last time, very difficult game, and we were not we're not on point. We were sort of tired. So we had a lot of chances and we missed them. I think so. So we won only 1-0. So they're coming to the Etihad, coming to our home. What do you think is going to happen, Carl?
If we score early, this could be 3 or 4.
Hmm.
If we don't score early, this could be 1 or 2. So I'm going to say 2, just like Abdallah.
Hmm. Okay. Abdallah says that Geish is not a winger
No,
for
there's
me.
no doubt. There's no doubt. I mean, Abdullah, I think you're absolutely right. But I think what you have to realize with Grealish is that I think he's been nurtured and trained to play in the number 8 position on the left.
Yeah,
To replace Gundogan. But where he's going to start from is an area of the field that's less risky, which is out on the left wing. Because when you lose the ball out on the left wing as a new player, you don't get much stick as much.
but
To
if you lose
lose
it
the
down the
ball,
middle,
if you lose the ball in the middle of the park, right, you're under serious pressure because now you're in counter attack, which is the weak area of our team. where Gundogan has that experience, De Bruyne has that experience, Bernardo has that experience. That's why they play him on the left side so that at least he can learn how to keep the ball. And if he loses the ball, at least he's not putting the team in under jeopardy. Like Phil Foden. In the big games, Phil doesn't play number 8. But in the small games, like games, I think one game we played against West Brom. Yeah, West Brom, and there's another team we played against where he was playing a central role. I think it was in the Carabao Cup early on.
Hmm.
The more central role, he was controlling the game. You can do that in the smaller games where the quality is not as good, but in the big games, you need to have your control. That Gundogan, Bernardo, Rodri, De Bruyne in that quartet in the middle of the park.
Yeah, Katuta, welcome. Katuta Eto. I think I got your name right. Katuta Eto. He says 3-0 to City. That's a good prediction. So what's your prediction, Carl? You haven't given us your prediction yet.
I'll do 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Okay. And your centre back pair, and you want it to be Stones and Diaz?
Laporte and Diaz.
Laporte and Diaz. For me, I think we're gonna win this 3-1. I think Ivan Tony is gonna score. I don't know if he's gonna play after his scandal of saying F
Oh, he already
Brentford.
played already. He already played.
Oh, did he? Oh, then that means they have no shame.
Was he drunk?
After that,
No, maybe he was drunk.
yeah, but that's the thing of obeying Yash too much. He was too excited. Okay, so
There's one thing last point before we go to the next game.
Yeah.
So you notice one thing, Patrick, about what we've done in the last 3 games. We've come from behind 3 times.
Yeah.
And we haven't wilted or given up. We've actually come back and played even better when we went back down, which tells me that the mentality of the team has changed. I think
shifted.
the last season and the Champions League final has probably put that experience in their mindset of how to come back from a defeat and overcome adversity.
We also came back for the PSG game, didn't we?
Did we come? Yes, we did. We did. So that's 4. And I remember they said City never come. Once City go down, they never come back. Remember that story? That once we go down, we never come back. That we have to get the first goal first, or else. But now we're proving that they can actually go down a goal and then come back against Paris, against Arsenal, against Southampton, which was a tough game away. Against even Fulham within a minute or 2. So it's a mentality shift which will help us in the Champions League, I think, especially with no away goals. Either? I'm losing you. Are you there? Did I lose you? Okay. Okay, he's gone. Maybe he's coming back, guys. So just hold on a minute. We'll go to the next game. But let's see. What do you guys think? Let's see who else is on. Abdallah says Grealish is the winger. We talked about that. Okay. Carl says for Newcastle, this could be a very good game for us. Newcastle will open up, and Andre Gomez and Alan and Van de Beek will easily open up their team. I agree with you, Carl. I think this is a great game for you. I think it's a good game to exploit and explore what Frank can do with a team of talents that you have. I'm really excited to see what you guys can do. I do want Newcastle to stay up. I like the project that they're embarking on. I don't want to see them relegated, but it is what it is. Patrick, are you coming back, or Are you coming back? Let's see what Patrick is saying. It froze for him. Okay, let's see. He's trying to fix it. He's going to come back soon. I'm looking at my phone right now. Saudi Arabia versus Iran match. Is that going on now? Okay. Let's see who else is on. Yeah, Charlie. So you saw my video against the five-a-side. Yeah. So apparently here in America, the City Group have an investment in SoFi, which is they run like five-a-side centers. Really nice facilities, nice facility, air, TVs around the whole place, fields. You can go, you can rent it. Kids are always there on the weekend. It's a really great facility. Again, part of the City Football Group investment. Katuta says that comeback versus Liverpool earlier in the season, if it was 3 seasons ago, we could have lost that game. Love the mentality of the team. Absolutely agree with you. I
Oh
think that
Jesus
yeah,
Christ, I'm back.
yeah. Katuta makes a very good point here. I said Martin, uh, Patrick. Did he share his
Look at
the comeback?
we're mistaking our names today, isn't
I
it?
know we're getting old, man. Share Katuta's comment because I want to talk about that as well.
Oh, I can't because I have what I did is I had to, the other one I was doing with you,
Okay,
it froze and it muted me and just froze how it is. So
okay,
I had to open another one and go into a fresh one.
okay.
So it looks like it's freezing because that other one was kept on saying same amount of people watching. Now the amount of people have increased now.
Yeah, yeah. No, Katuta just mentioned the fact that we actually came back against Liverpool again to get that 2-2 draw away at Anfield, which is another one that we're showing that we can come back from behind, which is impressive. So come back from Paris, come back from Liverpool, from Arsenal, Southampton, Fulham, and all these teams are all attacking teams. Well, except for Southampton, they all have the same kind of DNA, if you would. They're more attacking teams as well. Are you able to share the next games for the weekend?
Oh yeah, we seem to be struggling here, right? I am struggling. I am
I'm not ready.
struggling.
I'm not ready.
Oh look, look, I keep saying Ray. Do you know? Oh, by the way, the manager in my office, his name is Ray from Canada. I also said I'm also remembering, but Carl, I think we're struggling here. I don't know if you can be able to share via your laptop, share the Premier League website
Let me try and do that. Let me try and do that.
because
Well,
I'm
yeah,
struggling here. It's
yeah.
rolling again. It's
Let's
still
do that.
spinning on my
Premier
side.
League.
So
You see Premier League, PremierLeague.co.uk or .com. Here we
no
go.
.com Premier
Found
League.com.
it. Okay, come in. Technical difficulties. Okay, good. I think I can share.
Yeah, I
Accept
don't
all.
know what's happening. I hope it doesn't switch off. Sorry about this, guys. Uh,
Let me see if I can share
I'm,
my
I'm,
screen. Hold on a sec. Window, Chrome tab. Okay. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen.
I can see your screen. I'm just gonna bring your screen in now. There we go.
Hey, can you see? Can you see the? You can monitor the comments while we go through the games. Can you see them?
Is there any comments coming on?
There are comments coming on. I can see the comments.
I can't see the comments. This is bad. I've never had such an issue. This is bad. I can't
It's
even
okay.
see the comments at all. I like this software. Do you remember what it did to me last time? It also did me wrong last time.
Yeah, I can see the comments. I can see some comments.
I,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I
This
read
is
most of the comments until the last
yeah.
ones.
Okay. Should we just continue on then?
Yeah, continue. Yeah, if you're
So,
able,
so
if
well, you said the score will be 3-1 for City versus Brentford on Wednesday.
yeah. Look, the only last comment I have, I'm at YouTube live. The other comments I read them. I think before I read the other comments. The only comment I didn't read was that comeback versus Liverpool earlier in this season. If it
Mm,
was
mm.
3 seasons ago, we could have lost the game. Liverpool mentality, or like it says, the mentality of the team, I think, has changed. That's what he's trying to say.
Right, right, right. That's what. Let me see if we have any more comments. Oh, we have some more comments. We have Abdallah says that Newcastle win. So West
Oh yeah,
Ham win.
I saw those comments. Those are the earlier comments. I was reading those
Okay,
comments as we are
okay,
speaking.
okay,
So we are.
okay.
I
Fine.
think we are back
Yeah,
on
we
comments.
are back.
Okay,
Okay,
so
good.
you've shared that. So do you want to go to the Crystal Palace game? This is Norwich.
Yeah, yeah. So
Let's not even talk much about the Crystal Palace and Norwich game. To be honest,
what do you think the score is going to be for this one?
I think Crystal Palace are going to beat Norwich because Crystal Palace are more stable. Under Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira is doing very well as a coach.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, he's doing very well as a coach. Just go to stats.
Here we go.
Yeah, and then if you scroll down, we can be able to see how the games
Yeah,
have
Palace.
been.
Palace have a good record. I think you're right.
Yeah, they have a good record against. Yeah,
I think
Norwich haven't been playing very well.
no.
Okay, guys who've joined us in the stream, we're doing a Premier League match prediction. Me and Carl will be doing a lot of these. We also do the Champions League predictions. We also, when we go to the Champions League predictions, we're gonna go deeper into them. We're gonna be analyzing the
Mm.
lineups. So maybe that might take long. So we might actually cut it into half, isn't it? we
Yeah,
can't analyze tactics and formations
I agree.
and do a whole show. So we're gonna cut it into half. So guys who are also watching right now, get involved in the comments. Tell us what you think between the Norwich versus Crystal Palace game. I think Crystal Palace are gonna beat Norwich maybe 3-0 again. I think they're gonna beat them 3-0 again.
I
Look
think
at
it'd be
each other.
tighter. I think it's going to be tighter than 3-0. I really do. I think
Dude, are you? Wait a
yeah,
minute. Is that your man Dean Smith still coaching at
he's still coaching there. I think he's got them into shape. I think it's going to be much tighter, much difficult. I
okay.
think Norwich are looking
There,
for it. So
there,
in the
there's
end,
a latest. There's a latest comment from Charlie. Charlie, great to catch you live. Thank you very much, Charlie, man. Last time you came in, I think it was a bit too late. It's good today.
great,
You've caught us midway. He
exactly.
says 2-1 to Palace. So everybody, Charlie says 2-1 to Palace. Guys who are watching on Twitter, get involved. Get in the comments. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Here's another comment from Katuta. He says, "Love the fact that we turned up versus the big teams this season. Even that PSG away loss, we played them off the
Yeah,
park. Not
yeah.
to mention versus Liverpool in the first half. If
That's
we could have a striker like Haaland, would have won. That's
yeah,
true. That's
yeah,
true. There was
yeah,
that game we played
yeah.
against them at Anfield. I think we
Oh
deserved to win. I think
goodness me,
we had opportunities to win that game. I
that
remember
was
that
that
game.
was that was a performance. That was a performance. Could have been out of sight in
Yeah.
the first half.
So do us a favor, everybody who's watching this on Carl's page, Pitch Points, who's watching this on my page on True City Fan, please like the vid, share the vid, subscribe to the channels. Me and Carl, all we do is we love talking football. That's all we do. So we always want fans to also get involved. So next time, if you want to get involved, come and sit with us, predict the Premier League and predict the Champions League football games. You're more than welcome. Just send us a DM and you'll be able to be here with us.
So we're going to have a game later on in the season. So every season, Patrick, just for the fans out there, and Charlie and
Yeah.
Katuta, what I always do is the last 9 games of the season or so, right?
Mm.
I have a spreadsheet that I keep. Right? This is my
Mm.
hobby, right? I love football, and I look at all the games, top 4, so championship, top 4 relegation, and I try to look. I put all the games that are coming up in the next last 9 games, and I try to predict what the score is going to be and what the points
Mm.
total is going to be, and who's going to win the league, who will be top 4, who will be relegated. And I'm pretty for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been pretty much 80% correct, which is
Which is
which,
not bad.
is
Which
not
is
bad.
not bad.
And
Uh,
when I say 80% correct, I'm saying that even the points total, right, is pretty close to maybe 3 or 4 or 5 points off what I predicted. It's very, very interesting. But I have the spreadsheet all built, so we definitely
yeah. So what do you say, Carl, on Crystal Palace versus Norwich? What do you
I
think?
think
I say 3-0.
I think it's going to be a draw.
Is Zaha back?
Yeah,
Because they missed him in the other games.
yeah. The Palace,
How
Palace will
you
be.
doing, Almighty Blues FC,
No,
man? Big up to you. Big up to you,
I
man.
think I
Very
think
good
Palace,
channel. Follow this guy.
yeah, I think Palace will win. We'll move on to the next. I think Palace will win.
Charlie says, I'm
The
still
other thing is
who will get relegated.
we should also watch this game because if we can, because that's our next game, right? Norwich at the weekend.
Yeah, Norwich. Yeah, Norwich. Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you know what I do? If I get the opportunity, Carl, when I'm off, I watch all the games.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
watch all the
Afterward.
games. Like I spent a whole day watching all the games, all
Yeah.
the games. My when I start watching football, I watch all of them. I'm not like some people tell me that why do you do this? Why do you watch other games? Some of these teams are not that good. I was like, I just watch it to just learn, to just see how
Just
other
learn.
people play, like
Yeah.
how other people like Watford.
Yeah.
Do you know the thing is watching Man City has become a curse because that their positioning, a perfect positioning, the perfect football. When I watch other teams, I complain. I was like, "What are you doing? Stand there, go stand there,
Well,
go do
I
this."
mean,
Then do you know what I noticed? I was like, "Oh my god, Pep Guardiola is a genius. This guy, the way he sets up our team." We are watching amazing football. When I see teams like in the championship and they're playing football, cow, I sit at the screen saying, telling people who I'm watching it, is like, what? Come on, start do
well,
this. Why?
so here's how this is why I watch other people's other team, right? So
Mm,
I also coach it. I have 3 teams I coach. Now I have a third team, right? I have an under 18s team, I have a under 14s team, and now I have an under 5 team, right? And my under 13 team are really good kids. I mean, they're technically gifted. I mean, really good guys. They play 3-4-3 diamond, which is a very complex system, and they
Mm.
batter teams, right? Positional play, false nine, all that stuff. They get it, right? So when I look at what Guardiola's teams and I try to implement those teams with my under 14 teams, they get it. They can do it, right?
Mm.
And they get on the pitch and they batter teams 8-0, 8-2, 4-0. My under 18 teams are kids who just want to play for the fun of playing. They're not really serious about it, right?
Yeah.
They're not as talented, but we play
Mm.
against teams that are more talented. So what I do from like the Norwiches and the Burnleys, I actually adopt what they do. So I don't
Mm.
play a 4-3-3, I play a 4-4-2 or 5-4-1. And
Mm.
what I learned from those teams who sit back against City is what I do with my under 18 teams, right?
Mm.
How do you protect your goal? How do you defend? How do you shut down spaces? How do you counter attack? So it's always something you can learn from all these games.
Yeah, there's you always you learning never stops.
No,
Learning never stops. So anyway,
we got some
Almighty
good
Blue
comments coming in
FC
too.
man, sorry
We got some good
being down
comments
with
coming in.
COVID. So trying to rest in between grind, man. I'm happy. Are you if you still have COVID? I pray for you to get back, man. COVID has been difficult for many people, so we pray for
Yeah.
you to get back, man. This guy is a Chelsea fan. He's a very good fella. We should get him in the next Chelsea. If we're ever playing Chelsea again, we should get him the next stream. He's been asking to do something with me for a while now.
Yeah.
So okay, look, we get so your prediction. You still haven't said your prediction. You
Oh,
say it's gonna be a tight game.
I think Palace will win it. I think Norwich are going to be relegated, unfortunately. So I'm
Yeah.
going to go 2-1 Palace. Okay, let's talk
So
about next game.
yeah, what's the next game then?
Tottenham Southampton. This could be difficult.
Do you know? Let me be honest with you. I know that people will be like, "This is difficult," but this Southampton team, they only turn up for us. They will go and just you'll be
Look at this.
shocked what they do.
Patrick, look at this. Look at that.
Go
Look at that.
down. Let's see how it's been throughout history.
Yeah.
5-2.
1-0.
1-0. There's hope. There's hope.
Yeah, there's hope. Let's look at the
How
form
have
guy.
Southampton been doing though before they drew with us?
Look at that. They lost to Wolves, but then they've Brentford, Spurs, West Ham away. So they're a good team, man. When they get it right, they're a difficult team to play.
Charlie says I can't watch Norwich and City are on at the same time. That's true, Charlie. That's true, Charlie. I don't think Carl is gonna watch Norwich and Pirates now.
No, I'm not going to watch Norwich. I'm going
I
to
watch
watch
the highlights, so I'm gonna watch the highlights. It depends on how
Yeah.
interesting the game is, to be honest. So
Yeah.
okay, so Spurs versus Southampton. It looks like it's a balanced. If you look at it, it looks like it's a balanced set of results. They have
Yeah.
lost one game each.
Yeah.
They've drawn one game each,
Yeah.
and yep.
Yeah. So I mean, this is key. The way they played against us, if they play against Spurs like that, Spurs may find it difficult. This game away, or is it okay? It's they're away.
It's at Spurs, yeah. It's at Spurs. So Southampton is going to Spurs. This is where they're more dangerous. Southampton actually don't do well at St. Mary's.
At home. You're right.
They actually do well when they go away.
You're right. You're right. That's interesting. Where's that table?
When I watch other teams, I try to be Pep Guardiola because he's a genius, and some of the tactical analysis is obvious to see. True, that is very true. So what do you predict between Spurs and Southampton?
I think this will be 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
I think so.
That's why I like watching lower table teams, unlike Man City. More mistakes, more drama, just pure entertainment. But kudos to Guardiola, Klopp, and Tuchel and Conte to bring top football too. That's true, man. Almighty Blues. And then people say that City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, and Conte, these teams are not exciting because it's very well managed football. But look, that's where the game is going. You have to be very good in a tactical way. If you're just telling your players go play and enjoy, like all he did, you might get a chance because of superstars and win. But these days, people are smart. They will know how to lock you up and put the ball in the fridge, as Carl says.
And I'll tell you, man, it's hard to play that kind of Guardiola style. I'm telling you, man, it's hard, man. Trust me. Look, I've like I said, my under 18 teams are like average kids. They're not really like technically great. When we play against teams that actually pass and move the ball, we get battered. I mean, because the quality is just there. What are you going to do, right? So we change. So it's hard to play that kind of football, the precision football, is so hard to play. Now, my under 14s, they can play all day long. I mean, hey,
Wait, you're
guys,
telling me that your under 14s are the ones that there's more.
oh, they are magnificent. I mean, they're just wonderful to play to watch.
Mm,
I mean, they
mm,
build play like you're watching like Barcelona or City. They build the
mm,
ball, and they're stuck. They'll recycle the ball back, patient on the
mm.
ball, looking for the right pass. They're really really good, and then the finishing. Their conversion rate is a little low, so they may have like 50 chances and convert like
Mm,
maybe like 15 or 20, which is
mm.
an issue. But
Yeah.
but the way they pass and build the plays and make it magnificent.
Yeah, so
Um,
Charlie just said great analysis, Carl, for three teams, mate. For your three teams, says he enjoys that. So the prediction from the guys in the comment, Charlie says 2-1 to Spurs, but I think could be 1-1. Carl says the same thing. He thinks it might be a tough game. Another comment from Charlie, Spurs seem to be getting their rhythm back. It's true.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is Son back? Can somebody tell me in the comments? Is Son back? Because
He's
Son
back.
is going to
He's
be
back.
important for them.
He's back. He's back.
So we have Horse City forever. Horse City, how you doing,
Hey
man?
Martin,
Evening,
how are you,
gentlemen.
man?
Hope we're good. I am late. Sorry. No, it's fine, man. We already did the Man City game with or Horse City. When we're going to be doing all the Premier League games. I hope we don't bore the City fans our way because we're like, oh, where's our time? So if you've missed the City game, we already predicted that. But you can also join us because if you love football, it's always good to predict the Premier League and also Carl, I don't know if we're gonna be getting time. Sometimes we never get time. Do you think we'll also be reviewing some of the games? Maybe we just pick certain games. We don't just do all of
We
them.
can pick some games that are really interesting and we can review them too. That's not a problem. If people want to hear that, that's fine. I do like Martin's comment here, Hull City, about Tuchel brings boring football, and my prediction is he will be gone soon. Abramovich wants sexy football. Uh, so I have a point of view on this. I talked about it on Abdullahi's channel, the Chelsea channel, recently. Could you share this comment about the Martin put up there? Tuchel brings boring
Where
football. I think the challenge is that Tuchel at Dortmund was an attacking
I
uh,
can't see Martin's comment. Where is?
Horse City forever. Horse City forever. That's him. Horse City forever. You shared him before.
Yeah. Wait, give me a minute.
Yes,
Let's
go
see
to the top.
for you.
Horse City. Horse City forever.
Oh, there is it. This one.
One more. Keep going. You see, Tuchel brings boring football. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah. So here's what I think is going on, Martin, with Tuchel. Tuchel at Dortmund was an attacking coach, right? 4-2-3-1
he was. Yeah, yeah, attacking. Yeah,
attacking, right?
yeah,
I think the problem with him at Chelsea is two things. Number one, he knows at Chelsea he won't get time.
Hmm.
So how do I manage the risk of not losing games, right? As opposed to being open and flair and trying to beat Liverpool and City.
yeah.
The best way to do that is play a back three or back five or back eight, whatever it is, right? And in
Hmm.
doing that, now your fullbacks are your are your weapons, and you don't get so much creativity. That's what first point. The other point too is what I've heard from Chelsea fans that he doesn't have the players to do that.
Yeah,
I disagree. I think that he has some players to play more attractive football, but I think the risk of losing games and not keeping the pace with all those two clubs is what's probably forcing him to play this back three, back five system, especially against Liverpool and City, as opposed to playing a 4-3-3 or playing a 4-2-3-1. You know, the whole Lukaku saga is another saga as well that also is a part of it. I don't think that Lukaku for me doesn't fit what he wants to do. I think he likes playing that false nine system with Havertz and Werner and Ziyech and all these guys floating around the whole place creating chances. But because Lukaku costs 100 million, boom, he has to play him.
yeah. You
Once he
have to
can,
play. And that's the same thing with everybody. When you have a player that's expensive, you're bound to play him. And sometimes you get, as a coach, you get pressure from upstairs saying, "Dude, this guy needs to sell shirts. This guy needs to be on TV." So there's a comment here. Teams this season when they play a cup against us. Teams this season when they play a cup against us, but lay down. Yeah, it's true. When they play as if they're playing a cup. You're right about that. I have seen few teams, Carl, that have given so much. You're like, oh my god, has somebody paid you extra? Like they come because they know that some of these teams they don't want to let City. It's a pride thing. Like don't let City just drive this league. So they will come with the best. But sometimes that best gets them in trouble. Like Watford last time when they were beaten 7, they came in thinking they could play ball
Leeds,
against Man
Leeds
City, which
United.
was on fire, and they
Literally.
got the Leeds
Well,
also even.
everybody wants to. I mean, when you're a champion, everybody wants to play against. Everybody raises the game against you, right? That's the uneasy arrest the head that wears the crown, right? And so it's expected that's going to happen. We also now have to raise our game. Liverpool don't get that same pressure because they're not current champions, and so people go there and they just twerk for Liverpool.
You see, Katuta says you're right, Patrick. Sometimes you forget to keep your eyes on the ball and just check the players' position. That's true. You forget. I have forgotten that before. And sometimes when, because, and this is Carl's fault. This is the recent one with me. Carl, this is your fault. When I'm watching games now, I'm watching who's playing first nine and I'm watching who's doing runs, and then I hear it's a goal. I didn't see it. And I keep watching that side. I know the TV is there, but I keep watching that. What is that guy doing? What is this guy doing? So look, Pep is a genius, and as Carl says, we have to appreciate him why he's here. So he says Norwich will stay up. Dean Smith changed their whole mentality, stopped the nice football, and realized they need to fight. Yeah, Dean Smith is also fighting for his reputation. Let's just say that. For me, Spurs,
I respect the
Spurs
man.
survive.
I really respect Dean Smith. I mean, seriously, I respect him because he has the courage to go there and try to get them up. And even if they lose, they go back to the championship. He's positioned to bring them back up if he can. I just like that mentality, man.
Yeah, Steve Cooper, the
Oh,
Forest coach. That's
oh man,
amazing.
I,
Amazing football.
I
Amazing
love that
football.
guy, man. I love that guy. I like his swag. I like the way he coaches. I like the courage he gives the players to play. I just like the guy. It's just Steve Cooper is just. I have an eye on watching them. Anytime they're playing, I'm going to watch them because they play some good stuff, man. They play some really good stuff, and congrats to him. He's a good guy.
Okay, guys, please like the vid, guys. Guys are watching, and we're enjoying this, talking to you guys, interacting with you guys. For me, the Spurs game, I think it's gonna end 2-1. It's gonna be a tight game. So, guys, we move on to Aston Villa versus Leeds.
Oh
What
yeah,
do you think of this game? I would want to watch this
I'm
game.
looking forward to this game. All these games are games that I'm really
Fantastic.
looking forward to. I really because Leeds gung ho, Aston Villa gung ho, right? They like to go for it, right? It's going to be another interesting game, like the Newcastle and the Everton game. They're going to have two teams who are close to the bottom, not too far away. That no, it's not Villa. Villa is actually higher, but they have to go for it. I'm really looking forward to this game. What do you think it's going to be?
For me, to be honest with you, I think it's gonna be a tough game. It looks like Leeds United have beaten Villa a few times, but this Villa with Steve Gerrard is much better.
Yeah,
You can also tell that. I know that you did not like. You don't hear that time you're saying Steve is not gonna. But have you seen what's happening to Rangers in Scotland? They're not playing the same football anymore, and they
yeah,
were beaten. They were beaten badly by Celtic this
yeah. But they bounced back last
last few
weekend.
days.
And Patrick, real quick. So Martin just mentioned something in the chat. It says any Blues, go watch the Geo documentary. Great for old fans and new fans. Yeah, I watched it last night. It's
Is that the one you were posting today on Twitter?
Yeah, it's the magic of the magician of Main Road, Giorgio King Clancy. And
Hmm.
if you're a new fan, I recommend you watch it. And if you're an old fan, I think it'll bring tears to your eyes because it really is an amazing documentary about a player who was clearly better than City, but stayed on and signed a contract because he loved the club. It just. I mean, there's a comment that somebody made about City fans, local old fans. They love loyalty and they
Hmm.
reward loyalty. That
Loyalty
guy was
loyalty has been rewarded in the city
yeah,
recently. Even
yeah,
Yaya was given
yeah.
was given
I mean,
the,
I watched that documentary and it brought a tear to my eye. It was such a heartfelt, warm. One thing I love, Patrick, that the club are doing, right? People, rival fans say we have no history, right? But the reality is that we're actually documenting the history of the club going all the way back, using they're digitizing it. So now the future generations can go back and look at all these videos on the City Plus and what plugging for City Plus right here. But they can watch these wonderfully crafted videos about legends like Stephen Ireland and King Kladze and even the story of Sven Goran Eriksson. And they can go back and look at Mike Summerby and all these guys that are documenting all these things in beautiful videos every single
hmm.
quarter, every single month, which is just amazing. So us who are newer fans, we get to watch these things and we get to understand where the club
The
is
history
coming
of
from.
the club, yeah, where the
Yeah,
club started and players
yeah,
that played for a club.
exactly.
It's amazing. Like this is the same thing. I keep telling people that there's a lot of fans who are international fans who are willing to learn the history of the club. You know, that are willing to know what
Yeah,
was there before. International fans who respect their local fans, who respect what they've gone through, who respect the history of the club. You know, so like it's interesting times for City, and I like that these documentaries are coming out. You know, are
yeah.
coming out, and
Like
I
it's
wish that's why when that came out, you know, when by that, do you remember the Oh Nothing came out and they showed us inside the city, the new city, and how everything is and how everything is togetherness and you never give up, you know. I enjoyed that. It gave us a VIP.
it's amazing. I mean, and to be fair, I mean, people like Martin, Horse City, educate me as well. We have good, vigorous debates about the future and the past, and
Mm.
we end up kind of coming to a resolution, right? That we need to learn from the past, but they also kind of have to embrace the future. And it's a really good debate that's going on. And it's going to keep going on with the City fan base. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's move to the next game then, right?
Yeah, let's move. Yeah.
So Leeds Villa score. What do you think?
I don't know. I can't come up with a score. I think it's gonna be a draw. I think it's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be
I'm
one of
getting.
those draws.
I'm thinking
Let's
Leeds
not
win.
forget they have Coutinho now. Coutinho is
Yeah,
firing. He's playing
I,
very
I
good.
I think Leeds win this, man. 3 goals to
Do
two.
you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think Villa are ready for. I don't think Gerrard's ready for all the intensity of Leeds United side playing the way they play. I
Yeah,
think Leeds win it 2.
City. I know Yaya did not go down well, and he also cried for his cake, didn't he? With all due respect. Anyway,
Let's talk about this other game:
yeah,
Liverpool versus Leicester. Last time they played, let's look at the stats. What happened? They beat them 1-0.
yeah, they beat
Actually,
them 1-0.
they've actually beaten them twice in the past 1 or 2 years. Look at that, one
Yeah,
nil,
but
3-1.
but I don't trust Leicester. I watched the game yesterday. I
3-0,
watched the game
1-0,
closely.
2-1. Yeah,
Oh, Carl, it's not good. It's not good at Leicester. It's not good. What it was the full team, by the way. It was the full team, and
I
Forest
don't,
ripped them apart.
I don't think they're interested in the FA Cup. I think they've won it and done it. you know. So, but this
Did,
game
did
is
you did you
interesting.
did you hear Rogers? He came out and said some of these players are playing for their place in the team.
That's good. They should be.
Yeah, he said that some of these players are playing for a place on the team. So Leicester, I don't know. Guys in the comments who are watching, what do you think of Leicester? For me, I have no hope. At first, before I watched the game yesterday, I thought Leicester would actually give Liverpool a difficult opportunity. But the Cow, you should see this, the open defense. And maybe they didn't care about the FA Cup, but the fans wanted the FA Cup. They want it again. They are
Yeah,
hungry. They got that test of winning trophies.
yeah.
Yesterday, Carl, was embarrassing. I felt embarrassed for a Premier League team. That's not my team. I was like, what is happening? It was
But then
open,
didn't
Carl, it
Forest
was
also beat
open for they were
Arsenal?
open for business. Every chance, every opportunity, Forest just attacked them. It was almost a goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up to you.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how
I
to
mean, the
think
bottom
about
line
this.
is, I mean, would can Leicester get a result? Probably not. So I don't know.
Yeah, let me see what host city forever says. Rogers has dropped his talking with the rags, ruined the whole team. Look at Leicester results before links to then after. Look, I think you're right. After he became big headed after they started mentioning him with big clubs. Remember they're like, oh, he's going to City. I
Yeah,
don't know who told him
yeah,
about that dream because nobody's gonna welcome him at City or Man United want him. I think he sort of dropped the ball. You're right, and started concentrating on something else because
yeah.
like Martin. Look what I saw yesterday. I don't know. It was bad. That was
It
bad
was bad.
football.
It was
They're gonna have
bad.
to do better if they go against Liverpool. They're gonna have to do better. It's gonna be 7.
I think they'll up their game. Can they win? Unlikely. So
Did we give them hope in the last game? I think in the last game we also thought they're gonna get battered. They were also in bad form.
we beat them 6-3. I think.
No, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the game with Liverpool. We also thought they're gonna get battered. We said Liverpool were gonna beat them.
Yeah, Liverpool, and they won. They actually had a really good performance in that game.
Yeah, but they're going to Anfield now.
Yeah. So unlikely for them to win. So Liverpool probably win that game.
So what are you predicting? What does your heart say?
I don't know. I mean, my heart is always clouded when it comes to Liverpool, but um, 3-1 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, the guys in the comments are also with us. Like Tuta Eto says, hate to say this, but Liverpool will beat Leicester. Hopefully, they manage to get a draw, but I won't have my hopes. Don't have your hopes up for this one.
No,
After what I saw yesterday, don't have your hopes. Oh, Vardy, is Vardy still playing, or is he injured or something?
I think he's injured.
Look, let's just. I'm just gonna go 3-1. I think maybe because by why I'm saying 3-1 is I saw Liverpool. Oh, let me not get all very excited. I saw Cardiff versus Liverpool. Even
Oh
though
yeah, yeah,
Liverpool
yeah,
won the
yeah,
game, they
yeah,
struggled, and that was a Liverpool team that was a strong defense.
yeah. That's why I'm saying that you never know this game. I mean, the same way we thought that they were going to batter Leicester during the Christmas break and they won 1-0. You just never know. And I think the players will want to show that they're not, punks, and they want to get put on a
I
good.
hope. Do you know the Man City fan in me, Carl, is saying please after that embarrassment, maybe they don't want to get embarrassed again. Let's just hope for that.
The
But
bottom
what's
line,
your prediction?
the bottom line, right, is that we
Mm,
just need to take our business. Forget about them. Don't just
mm.
you win your games, you're good. You have a 9-point lead or 6-point lead, whatever it is. Just keep winning your games. Like, don't worry about who's you know behind you. Win your games. You win your games, you're good.
Wait, Hull City? Are you talking about Man City that we wanted him? We wanted him on two separate occasions and gone off to no. Are you sure? Did we really want him? I wouldn't be surprised. Look, but the thing about look,
Oh,
Rogers.
Rogers.
Do you know what the thing about Rogers? This is what I've noticed, Carl. He goes on a run, right? He looks great. Everything goes great.
I've
But when
told
he
Martin.
goes bad, things go bad.
I've told Horse City this. We've had many, many debates that he's not the man for us. I told him many times. He can go to Liverpool if he wants to. He can go to United. It's not. It's not for us. For me, it's not.
I'm Phil, don't you mean Courtfield?
So
Okay,
but
so
I think they should win. If they don't win, well, fine. But
so what's your prediction?
I said 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah. I think Liverpool win 3-1. But it could be a draw. It could be a draw.
Okay, look, for me, I think it's going to be 3-1. I think they're going to score because you know why? I looked at the Liverpool game, that defense doesn't seem to be as good. And somebody mentioned it that it looks like we haven't got the same Van Dijk after the injury. It's not the same Van Dijk we had seasons ago. So, look,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you never know. I mean, Leicester can just put on a performance. They can do that. I mean, they beat us 5-2.
I hope they
They,
do. Look,
they
I
beat
think
Chelsea.
every Man City fan and other fans from other teams hope Leicester show up and try to save face. But most
Yeah.
times it happens when teams get battered, like what Leicester did against a team like Forest, like that. They even started singing them cow. This is how bad it was. Champions of Europe, you'll never sing this.
I know. I heard that, man. I was
And I sat
embarrassed
there, I was
when I
like, oh my
came to
god,
Liverpool
Leicester
fans.
do something. I was like, Leicester
That
do
was
something.
embarrassing, man. I mean, to be fair, many Liverpool fans, uh, yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. So do you want so look, I go for the 3-1 Liverpool. You go for 3-1 Liverpool, and Martin says Salah gets told he's the best player in the world by his fans, and club want to pay for him lower wages and double standards. That's a smart thing he said. They keep saying he's the best player, he's treasured, but yet they cannot pay him what he wants. And what he wants, according to himself during the interview in the African Cup of Nations, he said is something that he sees is fair that other players who are of his caliber are getting. So look, Carl, this is a comment for you.
so sorry, please, but we are Manchester City, not Man City. Okay, that's not for me. Is that for me or for?
Yeah, he was answering you for the Rogers when you told him that you've told him multiple times that Rogers is not for City.
I've said it before. He's not. He's not. He's not good enough for us. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
He's
look,
not.
let's move on to the. So you said
And the way,
3-1, 3-1.
yeah, the way I say, would Rogers get a job at Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern Munich? He won't. So why us?
Yeah. So Wolves versus Arsenal, interesting game.
This
Wolves
is
have
this
been
is
playing
another
very
good
well.
one. This is another good one, man. This one here, I cannot call. I cannot call this game.
But Arsenal have gone to Wolves, and Arsenal have given away so many players. I don't know if the players are back.
This one, look at it. Look at the results. Wolves
Wolves
won
beat
2-1.
Arsenal.
2-1,
Really?
2-1. One loss, one draw. One, so they've only lost once. They've only lost once to Arsenal. And they're tough bastards, man. These guys are tough guys to play against.
I know, fair play to the coach. They
Oh, they're
started so
tough to
badly
play
at
against.
the beginning of the season. Wolves started badly. Guys in the comments, I don't know if you see it, saw that Wolves started badly, and I thought that guy was just overrated, that coach. But the coaching, you can see the football they're playing is amazing football. How the coaching is you can see that there's coaching. Do you know when you look at a team and say there's coaching? Where are they standing right now on the table?
Right now, they're eighth. They've played
It's
the same games as Arsenal, and the points, they're only 2 points. So if they beat Arsenal, they go above Arsenal, man. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo.
oh, oh yeah.
That
Uh,
is a difficult game, man.
Is that the same mighty Arsenal that was winning games and people thought this team is the one that's going to be finishing
Yeah, I don't
fourth?
know. I don't know why you paid. Anyway, I have many friends who are Arsenal fans. I'll leave it as that.
Look at Carl. This is the first time I've seen you not picking a fight. You're like, okay, so he says it's because they wanted Rogers when he was at Swansea. Oh, so it's a long time ago before we knew he was a border job. Okay, so what do you think about these guys? Guys in the comments, what do you think about Wolves? I think
Man, this is a tough game. Look at this. Look at that. 36 points,
Wolves
34
win.
points. Goal difference, +3, +8. The Wolves have won 10, Arsenal have won 11. They're almost equal, man. Whoever wins this
So
game, they go on top.
yeah, so for me, I think Wolves are gonna beat Arsenal. I think Wolves will beat Arsenal. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
Wolves are gonna win.
West Ham are going to drop, man. Anyhow, they're going to drop because they played 2 more games than Arsenal. Played
Yeah,
2 more games than Wolves. They could. Yeah, they could. Yeah.
I think Wolves are gonna win this game 2-1.
If Wolves get into the top 4 by mistake or top 5, they're going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams. A lot of problems, Patrick,
Yeah,
because they're like a stubborn object that you can't remove. Once they climb up to that position, they become like tough ass stones that you just can't get rid of. They are.
Katuta says 2-1 to Wolves, and then
It's going to be a
Martin
tough
says
game.
draw for me. Both teams are inconsistent.
That's a tough game. Remember how Liverpool got the last minute goal against them? Remember our own goal was a penalty, a
Yeah,
fraudulent penalty that we got.
but they haven't been easy. And Arsenal played a tough team like Wolves? Have they played a team that's set up tough like that, like Wolves?
Not really, because not really. No, not really. No, they haven't. Because everybody look at Newcastle, Burnley,
Yeah, so
Everton's getting back.
they haven't played a well organized and tough team like Wolves. So
Did they
this
play
might be
Villa?
interesting. I don't know if they play Villa. If they play Villa, that's with Steve Gerrard.
Yeah, but this is a tough game. This is a difficult game right here.
It might be a beautiful game though.
Whew, this is a tough game. I know the funny thing about this game is that because it's on Thursday, I think on Wednesday, Tottenham are going to play Southampton. So Tottenham could be above Arsenal. Yeah, this week is like a week that crucial. It's like right there.
This is a week. If you're a football fan, you take a holiday from work. The whole week. You just take a holiday from work and just sit down and watch football.
Because throughout the whole Premier League table spectrum, right? There's jeopardy everywhere, right? If Liverpool drop points and City win, City clear. If Wolves beat Arsenal, all of a sudden they go above Arsenal, right?
So
if West Ham don't win,
everybody's gunning for you. Whoever you're playing for with it's gunning for
the
you.
Movement is the rotation, the fluctuation in the league is going to be so crazy this week. Even relegation battle. You have Newcastle, you have Everton, you have Watford, you have Norwich. There's so much movement that's going to happen. You could end up on Sunday evening with a completely new table in terms of third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, all the way down. You could end up with a completely new order.
Okay, cool. So man said if they get top 4 by mistake, come on, be nice. Did you say who gets top 4 by mistake?
What I'm saying, if Wolves enter here by mistake
Uh,
somehow, eh? Somehow, look, they're only 4 points off,
uh,
and United play one game more. 4 points. If they win a game tomorrow and they go to 37 points, and United lose, they're 1 point behind United on one less game. If by mistake, if they beat Arsenal and United, West Ham, and Tottenham don't win, these guys go up to fifth place, or maybe
they'll
goal
be.
difference.
So you're trying to say there will be a nightmare to play against?
They're a nightmare to play against, man. You've forgotten our game against them? That
I know,
it
like
took a
we
fraudulent penalty
struggle.
for us to win.
And your man Cody was taking balls off the line. Remember, balls. He was
Do you remember the game they played against Liverpool at Wolves? Remember that game?
yeah. Liverpool
Last
Liverpool
minute?
struggled. They were lucky to score.
They are tough to play again. Did they beat United at home? They did. Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at them again, just real quick. They're difficult to play against. You don't
Yeah, let me,
want
let
to
me let me see the games.
look at them. Look at them again. Let's look at them stats. Right. Look at this. Okay. Let's look at their form. Wolves. Look at that. Wolves haven't lost a game.
Well, they haven't lost the game.
They drew with Chelsea. They beat United. They beat Brighton. They beat Southampton. They beat Brentford.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
This here is top four form. Right here. Away, home, away, home, away.
So you say, but you say if they reach top four by mistake, that's why he's saying chill.
As I'm saying, they enter that top four, They're not going to come out. They will not leave that top four, man. There will be tough guys to remove.
I
Because they'll
know,
grind you. They'll grind you.
unlike West Ham, they will be stubborn. They will not lose a lot of games.
Exactly. Kasuta says Adama is gone. Bring on Wolves. I'm not afraid of them anymore.
Yeah, that's what everybody is saying. Katuta, since Adama just left, everybody says happy days. He was a nightmare. Now he's a handful for teams in Spain. They were
Of course,
suffering. Yeah,
of course he'll be now. No, Spain, La Liga is La Liga, man.
yeah. With his liters and liters of baby oil, he's left at Watford. Now the Wolves now they have nothing to do with the baby oil he left. Yeah. So Carl, what do you think? So this is the conclusion to the
I'm
show.
going Wolves. I'm going Wolves. 1-0 Wolves.
Yeah, guys, in the comments, what do you think? Thank you very much. Today we've had a very stable amount of people watching us as we're doing this. It looks
Yeah.
like a lot of people loved the predictions. We'll be doing them every week. We'll also do the Champions League predictions, me and Carl. The Champions League predictions we're going to be doing on Carl's channel because Carl is a specialist in in other teams. So I will be more on Carl's side on that one. So we're going to set up a Champions League prediction, which we're going to go deeper into analysis of the teams, how they play, their weaknesses, their strength, and how they attack. Host City. If I said this, I'm one of the people who's doubting, but if Haaland walks in through that door, I'm going to buy a Man City jersey with Haaland's name every time until the end of time.
Martin, let me ask you a question real quick. And I talked about this with Patrick earlier on, right? I mean, why don't we say, okay, Dortmund, Haaland has a release clause of 64 million pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say Erling wants to come to City. Okay, we can give you Liam Delap, right, and put a right of first refusal on him, meaning that if Liam now becomes a superstar at Dortmund because they like that kind of player, we have the first right to buy him if he comes on sale in a few years' time. So make Dortmund a deal that they can't refuse because we're offering them a striker, a young, talented striker, to replace one that they're losing, who also went to them when he was young as well. What do you think?
Yeah, same
about
age, same age. Yeah.
I agree with you, right, Martin.
That's right, Martin.
Did you share his link? Yeah.
Do you know what I could have done? Carl also said it. We said it in one of the shows we did. Excuse me. Why not buy him in January, right? And then tell them that okay, we know that Delap came back from injury in January, which is just now. Why don't you say we'll send you Delap to help you out with the striker situation? But we buy him now, or you know what? We don't even send Delap now. We say okay, here we pay for the amount and money on top, but you can keep him on loan until September. That's what Carl suggested last time, which was a brilliant idea. So, but I don't know what the talks are. but I hope it's positive on that side. I saw last week the hype train was on full tank.
Yeah, I had some. I mean, I was watching. I told you, Patrick, that I was watching ESPN over the weekend, watching Dortmund game. I was watching the Dortmund game, Dortmund versus Leverkusen, and they got battered 5-2,
Mm,
which means
mm.
title hopes are done. And Derek Ray said that and Jan Agefiotov, who's very close to the Haaland, that the decision has been made by the Haaland camp of what way he's going to go. So the question now is, what is that decision? Which is what we're all waiting for. I think the decision has been made. I think they know where they're going. They just can't say
Yeah,
it
they
right
do
now.
know that they have to know where they're going by
They have
now.
to know.
With the amount of money they're asking, somebody has to already have agreed over the
Yeah.
amount of money that's going to be paid, everything you see. So look, Host City says I would let Dila play no Fallen. That, do you know what? Let's just imagine this. Can you imagine? Just this is my world, my crazy world, Cow. Can you imagine things are going crazy, and uh, Pep decides to give you a 4-4-2 with Dilap and as a defender. What exactly are you doing? Like you're looking at these big boys that's standing there in front of you. You would simply
Oh,
just say, "Look,
can you imagine
just
a 4-4-2 and then play natural wingers in Foden left and then Sterling on the right with the lap and Haaland, and then play Bernardo and Rodri as the two holding. Oh my gosh.
it's just those two boys." So imagine it's a counter and they're running towards you. You're like, "Oh, this is bad." So okay, so let's read one more comment and then we're going to close up. Yeah, this is also what I've been thinking of. Why is Todd Maris? But is he too old now? In the past, I always thought
I,
that's where he was
I think
destined to go.
I talked about this with Daps earlier on today. I said I think Mares is going to see out his contract,
Mm,
maybe renew for another 2 years, like Fernandinho, and leave on a free. Because we don't really sell old players, do we? I mean, think about Bakary Sanya, right? Free.
mm,
What's that? Gael Clichy left on a free, didn't he?
mm.
Yeah, Yaya Toure left on a free. All
David
the players
Silva
who are over
free.
30, yeah, they kind of go off into the sunset, you know? I don't know, but we'll see. I think Riyadh loves the club, though. I think it really has really got into the club. I think, and
Yeah,
also his
here
partner's
is
pregnant.
a yeah, here's a nice question. Patrick, what made you support City? The color blue, man. I love the color blue. The color blue made me support City. I love the color blue, man. So here is we are unfortunately too nice in selling. Yeah, you're right about that. We are too nice in selling. A lot of people have said City are too nice when selling players. But look, at the end of the day, we usually sell players we don't need. I just can't see how we miss out on Haaland. And I dare if we get him, it's a wrap for the world football for the next 10 years. It is. It also depends on how well we keep the team around him. So look, guys, that's everything from us. That's everything from me, Carl. I don't know if you have anything to say, Carl. Thank you guys for coming on. Martin, Tuta, Charlie, Abdallah. Abdallah, now I got
Abdallah,
your name. Abdallah. Everybody, Carl, sorry for mistaking your name a few times. But I
yeah,
finally got
fine.
your name.
No,
Who were
yeah, go ahead.
even thank you what's his name, Noah,
Noah,
who came in to just
Carl Blundell,
yeah,
F. Ali,
Carl.
thanks for joining.
F. Ali, thank you for joining. Everybody who joined us today, everybody who was watching us, didn't even everyone who was watching us and didn't even get to comment, but you were watching us. Thank you for the support. We'll continue these shows. We look like you guys loved them, you enjoyed them, you were getting you're interacting with us. So, Carl, I don't know when the next UCL show is. As I said, we're gonna
Yeah,
watch some of the games and just do. Do you
right.
know what? Let's just be honest. Let's just when we're doing a review of games, I think Newcastle, even though we're not going to watch it, the Spurs game, the Wolves game, the City game, and the United game, we can do that. 5 games.
Yeah, yeah. Or we can see what happens, and then we figure out which game was the most interesting one that can work. I can learn something
Yeah.
from and do that game that way,
Yeah,
But the
grand. Yeah.
Champions League game,
So,
as Patrick mentioned, the Champions League game, we're going to do that for weeks that are coming up. Of course, Real Madrid PSG. I have my own opinion on that. I think
and
I know
Carl,
what's going to
you're
happen.
going to the champion. You're going to the Man City game, ain't you?
Yes, yes, yes. By God's grace, I plan to be there, take some time off, and visit Manchester again, like I try to
Yeah.
do. So it should be
So
good.
thank you guys. Thank you. The saying people are saying great show. Martin say great show. Thank you, Martin, man. Has always been a pleasure. Oh, Martin, maybe we'll do a video together. I think I've actually been looking at it, like, why have I never done a video with this fella? He's always very exciting. Carl always
If he's
has.
ever available, if he's ever available, that's a problem.
Oh, he's never. Oh, he's is he one of those who are not available all the time?
Oh, by the way, his channel is the Mancunian Way. It's a great channel. Good lads, welcome
Full of
in.
excitement. Also full of excitement.
What I love about Martin is that he's open to discussion. So this whole new fans, old fans, he educates the new fans on the history, the legacy, how the local fans think, even though we disagree, but we always come to agreement, if you know what I mean. So he's a really, really fun guy. And but the Mancunian Way, it's on YouTube. Watch his channel. It's fantastic. I love it. Yeah. So there you go,
When
Martin.
when I watch it, it's always full of energy. I like shows where there's full of energy. Unfortunately, sometimes when I do mine after the work, my energy is gone completely. So anyway, thank you very much, man. Thank you everybody. Thank you, Carl. As a pleasure, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys. Come on, CD.